because that has not given me that satisfaction. And remember that void in us, that vacuum that is in us, that space that is in us, it's never fulfilled by anything. That is why you will find rich people, rich, I'm giving them as an example, rich people, very rich, they will be very rich, they tell you, I do not sleep. Why? Because I'm thinking of the success, the kind of wealth I have. Then they will go right ahead and tell you, inside I feel there is a gap. There is something I still need. And that gap is only fulfilled by God. That gap is only fulfilled when we accept and give God that space. So that means success, according to God, is divine when we meditate on His word day and night, to observe that which we meditate on. Then our ways becomes prosperous. Our ways become successful. That is what God will call success. And therefore, I said our topic is taking up the challenge. And here we read God Himself talking to Joshua. And we understand who Joshua was. Joshua was an assistant to Moses in the ministry. And he had worked with Moses for a long time. And when he walked with him, a time came for Moses to disappear from the scene, which has got to remind us that we are not here forever. And even the ministry that God has put in us, we are not here forever. That we are here for a season. And once our season elapses or ends, somebody else has got to take over. Amen? So that is key, that we must make use of the moment that we have. So here is God speaking to Moses, to Joshua, telling him, my servant Moses is no longer here. He's dead. I know the children of Israel and you, my assistant, were looking at me as your leader. But now he's no longer there. And that tells us what the work of God never stops by someone moving out of the scene. It continues. So if it had to stop, then the moment Moses disappeared, that could have ended. God could have said, oh, Moses is dead. That brings us to the end. But the whole purpose of God was the children of Israel to get to the land of Canaan. They have not reached there. So even if Moses is gone, someone has got to continue God's mission. And the God's mission has to continue irrespective of whether we are there or not. Amen? So God tells Joshua, I want you to realize and know Moses is not here. Even if you are going to mourn, it's not going to change anything. It's time to shake up the dust. It's time to stop mourning and take up the challenge of leading the children of Israel. From where Moses left it, it's your challenge now to take up. It's your turn now to take up. And most of the time, always God will allow situations to shape us up. Because people who are ushered into leadership must have sat under somebody, must have been shaped up, must have been mentored, must have been trained. Because God did not go for anybody, He went for Joshua. Because Joshua had learned through Moses how Moses was leading. He had been mentored, his life had been trained. He was able now to lead. And so God bestows or brings this great challenge upon him. And then he tells him, Moses is gone. He's not in the scene. But my mission must continue. And my mission is the children of Israel to get to Canaan. There is a land that I had promised to Abraham. And that land, they have not reached there. Someone has got to lead them there. So I'm not looking at anybody except you, Joshua. So take up the challenge. And at that level, we read the Lord speaking to him. He's telling him that I'm not only giving you a challenge that you do not know. I'm not only giving you a challenge, something that is new. I had already promised that I will give this land. So God